What is up guys, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I'm going to do a quick little comparison between these two beasts, which is the Redmi Note 4 and the Nokia 5. Now you guys are the ones who told me to buy a Redmi Note 4 and it's actually the newer one. So as you can see, form factor wise Nokia 5 is actually a bit slimmer phone as you can see, but it actually packs a very small display of 5.2 inch, whereas you get a full 5.5 inch 1080p panel on a Redmi Note 4, which is a very beautiful display. But even if you bump up the contrast, Nokia 5 display actually seems to be more color accurate over here. But as you can see, both of them run their own OSs, where over here on the Nokia 5 we have the stock Nokia experience, and on the Xiaomi you have a MIUI 9 running Nougat. Yep, I have upgraded it to the Nougat Global. So let's just do a quick little speed test by tapping the phone button, and 1, 2, 3. Wow, Redmi Note 4 was quicker, and please remind that stock Android is much more lighter than the MIUI 9. So yeah, Redmi Note 4 has a win-win situation over here. As you can see, the apps open just quick. Even if you tap the camera, as you can see, it's like a 2 seconds earlier than the Nokia 5. But as you can see, the camera UI on the Nokia 5, it's a very basic type. There is a gallery on the left, there is a gallery on the right, then you have the HDR controls on the top and stuff. Now if you enable the HDR or on the Redmi Note 4, you can actually use your flash, but on the Nokia 5, if you turn on the flash, then you can't actually use the HDR. If you turn on the HDR, you can't actually use the flash. On the left hand, Redmi Note 4 easily records 4K or 1080p 60 fps, but the Nokia 5 only records 1080p at 30 fps, which is sad. But the camera quality on the Nokia 5 is far better. If you want more info about that, please check out my full review on the top right corner. Even the Nokia 5 front camera has a touch focus. Let me show you that. As you can see, immediate differences. Like literally, I know the Redmi Note 4's camera is much more sharper over here and color accurate, but if you go into the full daylight, they are actually both the same in terms of sharpness. But here is the more wide angle and you have the touch focus. It's not just the lighting, it's actually touch focus. So yeah, you have more options over here, but still I kind of like the Redmi Note 4's color accuracy and sharpness over here. But again, if you go to the settings, you get far more options over here hidden into the MIUI. As you can see, you get the display, color adjust and anything, whereas over here you just get the option to control your navigation, key light. You can just have them forever or any other stuff. On the MIUI 9 you get far more options such as theme store and stuff. It's very amazing. But seriously, one funny thing, that Nokia 5 doesn't even have a battery percentage setting. Like literally there is no way you can enable battery percentage, whereas if you go over here, just type in battery indicator, which is the first option, then you get just a whole settings for battery indicator. You can get the battery indicator as a graphical, as a whole status bar, whereas on the Nokia 5 you don't even get that many of like standard options, which is extremely bad. Going to the about phone, as you can see, both of them are running Android 7.0, which is the Nougat, but Nokia 5 is running a bit latest version of Android, which is the Android 7.1.1. Yep, it's not the very latest. The very latest is Android 7.1.2, whereas over here we just get Android 7.0, which is not a much of a difference, as the Android 7.1 was just a normal visual upgrade such as like this. As you can see, on the MIUI you don't even get the options, so Android 7.1 is not a huge deal over here. But let's just come to the build factor. As you can see, I have the matte black edition of the Redmi Note 4. You get a very long glass panel, which I'm not fan at all. Literally I can scratch up it easily, but Redmi Note 4 feels a very huge phone in hand, and I also like the fingerprint placement over here, whereas on the thumb it's not very ideal. As you can see, it just doesn't unlock. It takes 1 to 2 tries in order to unlock the phone. After you unlock it once, it becomes easy, but still I really like the Redmi Note 4's fingerprint scanner. It's extremely quick and accurate, pretty nice touch. But on the top you do have a headphone jack, but what Redmi Note 4 does get is a IR blaster. Now there are very small things that the Nokia 5 doesn't even have at all. Like literally, Redmi Note 4 is a very feature packed device, Snapdragon 650, the IR blaster, you can control anything with it. So if you are going for a phone which has stock Android and you don't want to rotate, then go for Nokia 5. It has a very brilliant camera. But if you want performance and in general a nice time with your phone, such as video consumption, gaming, you can actually get this phone on a stock Android. I would be having video on that soon, so subscribe down there for that. And thanks for watching guys. See you in the next one. Peace.